Thank you. Good morning, students. Hope you have all enjoyed your first Marathi lecture. Okay, and also enjoying these online classes which we have already started in the school as well as these live lectures. Okay, it is a great fun actually. Online teaching, it is a great fun because students, they love to teach or they love to learn from the mobile because they are used to the mobile. Okay, now today we are going to start with the maths 2, lesson number 4, that is the construction of triangles. Now, construction means what? It should be a concentration, interactive, and full involvement. Okay, your involvement should be there. So I hope that you are ready with your notebook, textbook, and your geometry compass box. Okay, now without wasting our time, let us start with the construction of triangles. Now, before going to the construction of triangles, in the previous lesson, we have already studied about the triangles. What are the types of the triangle? All of you know. Then what are the congruence or the test of congruence for the triangle? And in the earlier standard, you have already studied the basic construction. That is how to construct a triangle or how to draw the perpendicular bisector of a given line segment and how to construct an angle bisector. So just we will move towards our topic, that is the construction of triangle. Now basically, to construct a particular triangle, what are the possibilities required? Okay, now all of you know that in a triangle there are three sides and three angles. So totally here we have six possibilities. How many possibilities? Six possibilities. So this six possibilities, out of the six possibilities, how many possibilities are required to construct a particular triangle? So let us see what are the possibilities required to construct a triangle. Now I will share the screen. The screen which I am sharing you, that I will explain you, but you have to just go through it carefully. Okay. Okay. Now what you can see on the screen, I have just given a topic, that is a name of the lesson or construction of the triangle. Now to construct a triangle, as I told you, you require the possibilities to construct a triangle. Let us see one by one. This it is a recall of your previous lesson. Okay. So the first possibility, what is the first possibility? That if two angles and an included side is given, that means what? Out of the three angles, one, out of the three angles, two angles and one side which is included. Included means what? In between. So one side in between the two angle. If this possibility is satisfied, then easily you can construct a triangle. Students, these are the basic things which you have already learned. Just I am taking a revision of it. Now the second possibility. What is the second possibility? That if two sides are given and an included angle is given, that means an angle between the two sides is given, then you can easily construct a triangle. Third and the last one, that is three sides are given. All of you know that in a triangle sides are there. So if measurement triangle, okay. So now these are the three condition or the three criteria which help us to construct a triangle. Now after this, now this we have seen the basic criteria, means particular if we want to draw a triangle or if we want to construct a triangle, these are the basic criteria. If this basic criteria is fulfilled, is satisfied, we are able to construct any type of triangle with any given measurement of the side and any given measurement of the angle. Okay. Now we'll go to the next. Next is the perpendicular bisector theorem. Now this particular, it is given in the textbook of your page number 51. Okay. But before I explain this, I want to clarify what is a perpendicular bisector. Again, students, this is a revision. Okay. Because all these basic things we are going to use in our actual construction of triangles. Okay. Now perpendicular bisector. First of all, let us understand perpendicular. Perpendicular means what? Straight, 90 degree. Okay. And bisector means what? It bisects, it divides. Okay. So perpendicular bisector theorem. Now this particular theorem, what it states? It states that every point on the perpendicular bisector of a segment is equidistant from its end points. Now, here in the diagram, if you will see, I have drawn a triangle, that is QAB. Okay, QAB. And in that diagram, line QT is the perpendicular bisector. So perpendicular bisector, what it does? It bisects or it divides the side AB into two equal parts. In the statement, it is there, equidistant. The word equidistant. Equidistant means what? Equal. Okay. So the distance of AT will be equal to BT. Okay. This is about the perpendicular bisector theorem. Now I will not go in much detail because this is already you have learned in chapter number 3, that is triangles. Now let us go to the actual theorem. Now in actual theorem, that is construction of triangle, the basic thing which you must know, that is how to draw a perpendicular bisector of a given line segment. If this concept is clear, the construction of the triangle which is there in our syllabus, it will be more easier and you will enjoy. Okay. So let us begin. Okay. Now, here I have written the first, that is a simple construction of line segment, that is a perpendicular bisector of a line segment. Okay. Now, the first example I have given. Okay, the first example I have written over here. Draw a line segment PQ of length 6 centimeter and bisect it. So let us start with the construction. Now this is a basic construction. Once you understand what is the perpendicular bisector or how to draw the perpendicular bisector, then it is very easy to construct any type of construction. Okay, so let us start with our construction. So here students, what is given? First, draw a line segment PQ. PQ, the length is given PQ. What is the length of the PQ? That is a 6 centimeter. So I will draw. One thing you must remember, that in construction, whenever you draw a line segment or whenever you measure any angle, immediately you have to write it. Because what happened? If I'll draw the line segment, if I'll take the angle, if I'll bisect it, okay, and at the last if you will write, you will not you will get confused. Means, oh, what is the measurement of this, how much angle I have taken. So to avoid such confusion, immediately when you
हॅलो
when you hello
हा थोडी हे ना मोबाईल असा सरळ पकडा, तो आडवा दिसतोय.
आडवा
तुम्ही
दिसतोय का?
हा ते पॅड जे आहे ना, आडवा थोडं सरळ केलं ना तर मग ते हा बरोबर बरोबर, व्हेरी नाईस.
आता करेक्ट आहे सर?
हा ओके ओके बरोबर.
ओके
थोडी
ओके
हा हा चालेल. ओके
ओके, आता विजिबल आहे ना? Okay, so I was telling you that whenever you draw any line segment or whenever you take any angle, immediately you have to write the measurement. Okay, now for example, here I have drawn a segment PQ. So immediately I will write PQ. And what is the measure of this PQ? 6 centimeter. Okay, now my question is that I want to draw a perpendicular bisector of this line segment PQ. So the concept of the perpendicular bisector is what? Normally, whatever the measurement is given, you have to take more than half of it. Okay, you have to take what? More than half, approximate. It is not necessary that you have to measure on the scale and you have to measure 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter, that is more than half. No, not required. Simply you have to place the pointer on P, and here you can see I have taken more than half or no? It is understood. So what I'll do, I'll keep the pointer on Q, draw one arc on the upside. Same way, draw one arc on the downside of the given line segment. Now I have completed with the Q. Now the same distance, you don't have to change the distance. The same distance, you will place it on P, your pointer, cut the arc here also. Now, you have to cut the second arc in such a way that it should intersect the first arc, because we want intersection point of two arcs. Okay. Now, here we have got 2 points. So first mark this point, and with the help of the scale, what I'll do, I will draw a line. When I draw a line, it means you have to put the arrow. Okay, and since this is a perpendicular bisector, you have to show the sign 90 degree. I explain you. Yes or no? 90 degree. And perpendicular bisector means what? Now this particular point which intersect the segment PQ, I will give the name as any name you can give. A. Okay. So this PA will be equal to QA. And this particular you can show by this sign. That means these two parts, they are equal. That is, they are equidistant. So this point A, it is equidistant from its endpoints. What are the endpoints? P and Q. So this point A, it is at an equal distance from point P and point Q. That is PA equals to QA. Now this is what we are going to use in our actual construction. I hope this part is clear and it is very simple. Okay, now let's move to our main construction. Now, if you will see on textbook page number 52, we are going to study three types of construction, three different types of construction. Okay, and today we are going to start with our type 1. Now what is the type 1? Let me explain first that. Then we'll go to the example and then we'll take the example from our exercise page number 53. Now, what is the type 1? In type 1, what will be given? To construct a triangle when its base and an angle adjacent to the base and the sum of the lengths of remaining sides is given. Now here in this particular type of construction, what will be given to you? One base will be given to you. One angle, adjacent angle. Adjacent angle means what? The angle which is beside the given segment. So that angle will be given to you, and sum of the remaining sides of a triangle will be given. Sum means what? Here I have pointed out sum in red, highlighted, red one, written in red. So sum means what? Addition. So normally when you draw a triangle, there are three sides. So here in this type of construction, the base will be given to you and remaining two sides, addition of the remaining two sides will be given. So in such case, how you are going to draw or construct a triangle? So let us see. Okay, don't be confused, students, that we know how to construct a triangle when three sides are given, two side one angle is given, or two angle one side is given. Now teacher, what you are telling us that this sum of the length and remaining side, adjacent side. Don't get confused. The construction is very simple, but your concentration is more important. Okay. Now, example I have taken here. Construct triangle ABC. The name of the triangle is given ABC. Okay. In which BC is equal to 6.3 centimeter. Now, as per the type 1, here BC will be our base. Angle B is equal to 75 degree. That is the adjacent angle. And AB plus AC is equal to how much? 9 centimeter. Now, the first and very important, whenever you construct any type of a triangle, any type of a quadrilateral, the first important step that everything should be in ready position. That is your scale, protractor, your compass, pencil. Okay, when I say pencil, one more tip I want to give you students. For construction, you have to use two separate pencils. Two separate pencils. Why two separate pencils? One pencil should be to your compass and another pencil should be used to draw a line and other things. Okay, two separate pencils should be used. Okay, now before starting, let us draw the rough diagram. Now, rough diagram. Here you can, rough diagram means what? Without any measurement. Without any measurement. Now, base is given as B, C, that is a 6.3 centimeter. This is point A, and angle B is given how much? 75 degree. Okay, simple a small rough diagram you can draw so that a rough idea or a rough concept will be set up in your mind. Okay, now we'll start. What is the first step? Always you have to draw the base. Base is given how much? 6.3. So I will, you have to be very, very careful students, because here it is in point. What is the base? BC. I will write BC. Measurement here I will write, as I told you, 6.3 centimeter. See, here also I am following the rules. What are the rules? Immediately when you draw a segment, give the name, write the measurement. Now the next step. Next step is what? One adjacent angle is given, that is the angle B. What is the measure of the angle B? It is given 75 degree. So take the protractor. All of you know how to measure 75 degree. But still, if you are confused that 75 degree, where to take? Teacher, left side, right side? This is a basic question of all the students. Okay, so for that, what you will do? You will decide the given angle is an acute angle or an obtuse angle. Acute means what? A small, acute. Okay, so now this particular thing you have to remember when you place your protractor. For example, now I'm starting from the vertex B, which is there on my left hand side. Okay, and vertex C, it is there on my right hand side. So if I'll place the protractor on vertex B, and if I want to draw an acute angle, so it will be on the right hand side. Okay, it will be on the right hand side. But if I am placing my protractor on point C, that is on my right hand side, then your acute angle will be on the left hand side. Will be where? On the left hand side. See students, acute means what? A small, this shape, acute angle, V shape. Okay. Now, your angle B is given as 75. So my protractor, I will place it on vertex B. After placing on vertex B, mark 75 degree. Okay, a small dot, not a big one. Take a scale. Don't be in hurry, okay students? You should have a patience while construction. I have drawn a line. So I have taken B as 75 degree. Okay, and since I have drawn a line, I will draw an arrow because line it goes on extending. Let us give the name L. Okay, now what is our next step? Next step is what? Now you must be confused that what is this AB plus AC is equal to 9 centimeters. So let's clear that. Now AB plus AC, these are the remaining two sides of the triangle. Correct? This AB plus AC, it is given as 9 centimeter. Addition of this 9 centimeter. But we don't know that AB is 5 centimeter, AC is 4 centimeter, which is equal to 9. Or AB is 3, AC is 6, which will be equal to 9. We don't know anything. Okay. So, we only know that addition of these two remaining sides, it is given as what? 9 centimeter. So, how we will do? What I'll do? A simple one. I will measure 9 centimeter on my compass. Okay. 9 centimeter you have to measure on your compass. It should be accurate, students. Now this 9 centimeter. Here there are two options. Either you can cut an arc of 9 centimeter or simply you can mark with the scale. Both will do. But if you do by arc, cutting an arc, it looks good. Okay, and the measurement will be accurate. So I have measured this distance as 9 centimeter. I will place it on B and cut an arc on this line. Okay. Now, when I cut this arc, here I've got the point. Now this point and the vertex C, you will join. This part is clear? Okay. Now, don't be in hurry. That okay, teacher, we got a point here. No. We know that AB plus AC is equal to 9. So, this is not our point A. Still, we are searching where it is. Okay. So, for the time being, I will give the name for this point as P. Okay. For the time being. Okay. Now, we'll move to the next part. In the previous, I told you how to draw perpendicular bisector. Now the same concept you are going to use here. Now we have segment PC, this segment PC. Okay, now you are going to draw perpendicular bisector of this segment PC. Let us start. Approximate. I told you that you have to take more than half. Okay, now for your for you to easy understand, I will just rotate my writing pad. Okay, I will just rotate my writing pad. Now, I will keep it on P, cut the arc, the up and one arc down. Same, keep it on C, cut the first arc. Here also cut the second arc. We got 2 points. Okay. Now this is only for your understanding, students. So just I will come back to my original position. Now, I told you that you have to cut the arc in such a way that second arc should intersect the first arc, so that you get a intersection point of 2 arcs. Okay, now here you can see 2 arcs, they are intersected and we get a point here and one here. So what I'll do, I will take the scale and I will join this. Okay, don't be in hurry, students. Here I have drawn the line, so I will put an arrow. Now this is a perpendicular bisector, so it will be a 90 degree and this particular will be equal. Okay, now what you have seen, when I draw the perpendicular bisector of segment PC, this perpendicular bisector, it's bisects the side PB and PC here in 2 points. Okay, so that 2 points you can name it. So let us see this point and this point. Now this 2 I will join. And this is your particular point A. Okay, and now this triangle ABC, triangle ABC is required triangle. This is your required triangle. Now, you must be thinking that teacher, AB plus AC is equal to 9 centimeter. Okay, AB plus AC is equal to 9 centimeter. Now, this AB, the distance of AB and the distance of AC, if you will measure, it will be equal to 9 centimeter. It will be equal to what? 9 centimeter. So you can measure. I'll show you the measure. place it. Yes. So this AB is equal to 2.8 centimeter. And if you will measure this AC, it will be equal to 6.2 centimeter. That means the addition of this will be what? 9 centimeter. I hope this construction is clear. Simple. Again, I will just go through from the step 1. The first step, it is draw a rough diagram according to the condition which is given in the question. Then, after drawing a rough diagram, the first step, it is draw the segment BC 6.3. That is our base. After drawing the base, angle B is given how much? 75 degree. So place your protractor on vertex B, 75 degree. Then, after drawing 75 degree, measure 9 centimeter, draw the arc. Here you will get a point. That point and your vertex C, you have to join. After joining the segment PC, the triangle which you will get, that is the PBC. Now, in this triangle PBC, the side PC, this side, you have to draw the perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector, I explain you that you have to take more than half. Draw the arc, you will get 2 intersection point. Okay. Draw the line passing this through intersection point of the arcs. When you draw the line, this particular line, it divides the remaining side, that is the PB and PC, into 2 points. One point here I have marked 90 degree, and the other point which is on PB, that point A joined with the vertex C. And finally you will get the triangle ABC, which is our required triangle. I hope this part is clear. We'll take one more construction. Now this particular construction, it is from your exercise. It is from your exercise. Okay. So here I will just explain, read out the question. What is the question given? The question 4.1 on page number 53. Okay. Construct triangle PQR. Now here another triangle PQR in which QR is equal to 4.2. Angle Q is equal to 40 degree. And angle PQ plus QR equals to 8.5 centimeter. Okay. Now, this particular 8.5, again, here also they have given the sum of the remaining two sides of the triangle. Here, what is the triangle? Triangle PQR. Okay. triangle PQR. So let us draw the rough diagram. Rough diagram, you can use the scale without measurement as I told you. Okay. Without any measurement. So don't be worried that teacher we have to draw with measurement. Not. Okay. Triangle what? QR P. QR base is how much? 4.2 centimeter. And the adjacent angle, that is angle Q, it is given how much? 40 degree. Okay. Now here in this case, what is given? PQ plus PR. Sorry, I have written here QR. In the question it is PR. Okay. PR, that is the remaining is equal to how much? 8.5 centimeter. Okay. Okay. Now let's start. What is the base? Given QR, that is a 4.4 centimeter. Okay. So as usual, take a step and mark how much? 4.2. This is the base Q R and the measurement of it is 4.2 centimeter. Okay, now this base is ready. What is the next step? That is the angle Q, adjacent angle. And measure of the adjacent angle is given how much? 40 degree. So take the protractor. As I told you that you have to decide the given angle. It is an acute and obtuse at the same time position of your vertex. Position of your vertex. Okay. Now here the given angle, it is what? 40 degree. So 40 degree, it is an acute angle. It is an acute angle. And I am placing my vertex on vertex Q. So it will be on my right hand side. Okay. So I'll keep the vertex, mark it 40 degree. Okay. With the help of the scale, what you will do? You will draw a line. Okay. Line. So it is an arrow here. 40 degree. Okay. Now the next step. Next step is what? Addition of the remaining two sides is given. That is the PQ plus PR equals to what? 8.5 centimeter. So what we will do? We will cut an arc. Cut an arc of 8.5. Okay. So I will place scale, measure 8.5 on my compass. Okay. Now this particular it is 8.5. Place it on Q. Cut the arc. Okay. Now this point which I had cut, it is, I will join to the vertex R. You have to be very careful. Okay. Now, as I told, now this is not our actual point P. So let us give the name as T. Any name you can give. Okay. Now, next step in triangle TQR. Triangle TQR. Angle Q is equal to 40 degrees. Okay, that we have drawn. Opposite to angle Q is the side RT. Okay, now I have written for understanding. No need to write. Okay, opposite to angle Q is the side RT, and this side RT we have to draw the perpendicular bisector. So, if I'll take the compass, this is the measurement, actual measurement. So take more than half. Okay, more than half. As I am drawing the perpendicular bisector of RT, so I will place on R, at the same time I will place on T. So place it on R, draw the arc up, draw the arc down. Here also put it on point. Got the arc, here also got the arc. Now here I want to like one tip to you, that when you draw the arc, your arc. Now how I have drawn? I have drawn the arc. See, I have taken a rough. When you do the arc, it should be a one stroke. Okay, it should be one stroke like this. Sorry, one stroke. Because many students, what they do? This is a bad manners, or it doesn't look nice. So arc should be of one stroke, so that it is visible clearly and it looks neat. Okay. Okay. Now, what is the next step? That you have to mark the point of intersection of these two arcs. Now this is a point of intersection. So what I'll do? I will draw the line passing through it. Okay. Since this is the line, again mark it 90 degrees as usual. Now this point on side QT, you have to mark it, because here I have already marked 90 degrees. So this point which cuts on side QT, this particular.
पहले मैडम हाँ टाइम 1 मिनट बाकी है.
Okay, this point, and this particular point will be your required point P, and this PQR, that is the triangle PQR is the required triangle. It's so simple. Okay. Again, if you will measure PQ and PR, your addition will come to be 8.5. Okay. So if I'll measure this, you can measure this PQ and PR, okay, and it will come as 8.5. Okay. Now this is how today we have done with the construction, that is the type 1. Okay, type 1, that is base is given, adjacent angle is given, and sum of the remaining two sides are given. So this we have studied. In the next lecture, we will study the type 2. I hope this type 1, it is understood by you all. Thank you.